Hello, friends, and welcome back to the final episode on Discomfort for this month. We have been talking in the series of sitting with discomfort, inviting it to our table, acknowledging it, learning from it. And today we round it off with the very factual statement that authenticity isn't cute or fashionable. And discomfort is very cringy. But we shall delve a little bit deeper into this cringe and find that moments of discomfort teach us way more than all of the fun, comfortable moments of life and living. One of my bar teachers, she's an incredible instructor. She teaches various forms of fitness. And when we stretch at the end, she will often say a statement that has stayed with me and will stay with me lifelong, is that the longer we're able to sit in a position of discomfort physically, the longer we can stay with it mentally. And if you remember, the previous episode we talked about was staying with the discomfort. Because unless we stay with it, that pebble in our shoe, for a while, we will not take the time to acknowledge what it is taking us away from and what can we do to make it a better situation where we are stepping one little, threshold towards authenticity, stepping one more milestone towards authenticity. So the point being made is that real isn't pretty, but it is very powerful. And the conversation that you're going to have at your table with your child or your spouse or across the table from your boss, those will not come with an applause. You're not going to look very popular when you tell your child that it is not okay for them to stay late at a party. It is not okay for them to make this particular choice. Nope, no medals for that. Dealing with discomfort shows up with choices that are very raw, but necessary. And being authentic, like I said, isn't fashionable. It can mean unpopular decisions, temporary isolation, some sort of a backlash where you are feeling judged, and saying no when it is easier to say yes. Making those choices is where we are taking a step further into understanding, acknowledging, and learning from discomfort. And so I ask you, friends, what have you done in the past, or what do you plan to do in the future when you are faced with a situation, or you are maybe facing a situation where it's not pretty? There is a conversation you're avoiding. There is a goal that you are not undertaking. There is a person you're not interacting with. Why? Where is that discomfort coming from? What is it taking you away from? And what would happen if you took that moment, took that choice, made that decision of realness over rightness, making the decision of truth over trend? It is so trendy to go with the flow, to try to fit in, to not stir the boat, to keep things as they are. Why? Because they're comfortable. But are they really? Are you being authentic when you are living with that discomfort? Staying with it, acknowledging it, learning from it, those are fantastic thresholds or milestones towards that authentic self that we all aspire for. So be the cringe and then be the courage. Be you under the facade of discomfort that you have become so comfortable living with. And then see what happens. You will be surprised at how much you will learn. I'd started this month stating about my daughter's theater camp and how she was very uncomfortable, working on these monologues of Shakespearean syntax and whatnot. And she was stressing a lot about the unfamiliarity of it, the difficulty, the point where she was being stretched from her comfort zone. Because that's what discomfort does, right? It will pull you from your comfort zone. And when it does that, if you are okay with it, and if you are going to learn from it, then you will grow. So from what I understand from her texts and calls that I've been getting is that she has decided to look at the verses and start to memorize them, one word at a time. Because at the end of the day, if you think about discomfort, and if you use this analogy, that monologue is nothing but a series of words. And the series of words are nothing but formed from the alphabet, 26 letters, right? Now, the reason it's difficult or uncomfortable for her is because it's new. So oftentimes when we're sitting with discomfort, peel it back a bit, unpack it a little bit, and see what is the cause that's holding you back. So if you're having a conversation with a friend who has been treating you badly, sitting with that discomfort is one thing, being passive aggressive about it is one thing, trying to please are all those reasons why you're not having the conversation. But what happens when you do? Guess what happens? Either you have earned a place of deep trust where they feel comfortable enough and they are so grateful that you took the time to tell them, because for all you know, they weren't even aware that they were hurting you. Or the other option that has happened to all of us at some point is knowing that you couldn't trust them to be honest in the first place. And what is a friendship worth when you cannot be honest, right? So there is your test, my friend. There is the cringe, there is the comfort, there is the courage. What will you choose? Until next time, where we will discuss another interesting theme in the next few episodes. This is Preetha signing off for now. Stay well, stay with the discomfort, and then I hope you find everything within you to become more and more comfortable in your authentic self. Until next time.